This is a day in the life of Latina content creator based out of San Diego. We are now on day We've been done with 75 hard, yeah. Oh my cheekless. It's been a minute, but guess what? We back. You don't need no other body. You don't need no other body. Man, oh man, it's been like, what, 2 weeks since I posted a video, I think? Something like that. But you already know, we got a haircut. I know I don't need to work out, but I feel like it just feels weird to not be in workout clothes, you know? Yo, the day after 75 hard was over, I felt so discombobulated, just out of whack, out of routine. It took me a hot minute. Alright, so it's officially, I guess, day 76. 75 hard is over. And I know probably some of you thought like, oh, I'm gonna go crazy. I didn't go crazy. I've been busy at work, so I haven't even really done anything. I've drank 2 of my waters. I went on a walk this morning for 30 minutes. And I'm going to be honest, like, I still feel like I have stuff to do, even though I technically don't. But, like, I want to go have dinner. And what I am craving, I've been thinking about it all day, because I've been good all day. Like, I haven't really gone outside of what I can't eat. I'm craving wings and, like, fries. So, and then I had groceries delivered. And so the groceries are pretty much basically what I've been eating still. That hasn't changed. I did just get frozen fruit, which is the only thing that's going to be different from what you've already seen me eating. Nothing crazy. I'm going to put these away and we're going to go have dinner together. I'm going to take you with me. And when it comes to wings, Dirty Birds is consistent all the way around, from flavors to texture to the right amount of crisp. So that's where I went. I went to Liberty Station, got my tater tots. I got a 10-piece, which honestly, the initial bites of this was phenomenal. I kind of didn't really eat a lot of it, to be honest. It was just a lot of food. It was a lot of food. And boy, oh boy, did it come back with vengeance. It was very violent. But you know what? It was worth it. It was okay, worth it. Before I close out this video, I want to say, 1, thank you for watching the series, if you watch this series. If you haven't watched the series and this is the first video you are landing on, I recommend starting from day 1, because you will see the entire process. Okay, now that that's out the way, let's talk about what today feels like. Today is technically day 76, so it's the day after I'm complete. You know, I'm supposed to be free. And the way I felt today was not necessarily any different than I felt yesterday. I was so busy and caught up with work. And I think this is another thing to think about, is nobody else really knew what I was doing besides me and you guys watching, right? And so throughout this whole process, my work doesn't know what I'm doing. I'm there assuming I'm working, which I am. But what I'm saying is, like, they don't really know much about my personal life, and they're not necessarily keeping up with what's happening with 75 hard, what day I'm on. Like, it was none of that. So, like, jumping into work and not having anybody know that, you know, today I'm free or whatever, it very much kept to the same routine that I've been sustaining for the last 75 days. And so because of that, and because it was such a work heavy day, like, I myself did not even think like, wow, today is like not that day. The only reason I felt that way is because I slept in till about 6:30 instead of waking up at 5, which typically I was waking up between 5 and 5:15 for the last 75 days to be able to complete everything. And so that's the only real difference that I felt, is like waking up a little bit later. And also just like, man, I know I don't have to do anything, but I want to. So I went for a 35-minute walk. I walked to go get my hair cut. After my walk, I walked around a little bit and I came back and I logged in for work, and then I just got busy. Then I finally got done with work and I actually went to Cafeína for a little bit to work out of there, because I just felt like I needed to get out of the house. And I guess it was a little bit liberating, because like with 75 hard, I felt like I always had to kind of be home, just because, like, I don't know, I didn't want to like do too much or venture out too much. Even though, yeah, I made it through Vegas on this thing, and like, I don't know, like, but when I'm home, it's like, oh, I'd rather just be home, because I either have to do edits for 75 hard, and or I'd rather just not be tempted. And so today I did feel there's another difference there. It's like, okay, I think I can leave the house, because there's like not that much to record today, because this this is my regular day. Like, my regular day involves me sitting at a computer for a very long time and, you know, eating at some point during the day. And with that, like, it wasn't until after I got done with work, I was like, well, I have to have dinner. And, like, yeah, I got groceries delivered or whatever. And like I mentioned earlier, like, the groceries are still going to be healthy. It's not anything crazy. I did get some chips, which I'm excited for that because I've been wanting, like, flaming hot Funyuns. I love those things. They're fucking fire. But aside that, I was like, okay, well, like, I guess I should go get something, like, quote unquote bad. And so I went to go eat wings because that's, like, the one thing that, like, I was craving is, like, wings and tater tots. Like, that was my craving. So I went, and even throughout eating that whole thing, it was like, I felt like I was cheating, and I felt like I was mind fucking myself, and I'm like, this is bad. This is bad. When in reality, there's no necessarily real bad food if, like, you're still making conscious and healthy decisions. Like, even throughout eating that meal, I was thinking to myself, like, if I do like 45 minutes to an hour, I could probably, like, cut down the calorie intake. And that's not necessarily healthy either. But it's like, I've been doing this consistently for 75 days that I kind of already, like, my brain is wired that way now, where it's like, I felt guilty. I got full really fast anyway. Like, I went crazy on, like, the tater tots part. I only had, like, 5.5 wings out of the 10 that I ordered. And I had not even half of the tater tots. But, like, to me, that's crazy because that's, like, the most carbs or fries that I've had in a long time like that. But yeah, I guess it's just not what I thought it was supposed to be. And I'm so focused on how I want to feel and look. And I feel like I'm so close to feeling or looking a certain way that I want for myself, not for anybody else, but for myself, that I'm comfortable being at the 147 range, 148 range, just, like, right under 150. And that's where I'm, like, the most happiest. Because, like I mentioned before, it's like being super skinny, or according to the scale, is like, I did not feel happy. I didn't like the way I looked. And realistically, what a day in the life looks like for me is, like, figuring out when I'm going to eat because I'm so busy editing, or I'm busy shooting, or whatever. Like, that's what real life is. And so, you know, if you are doing this journey, if you are doing something like this, like, just know that, like, if you consistently work every single day, your mindset is going to shift to being consistent every single day. And at any given point, like, you feel like you're going to, like, I just can't, like, just know that if you fight that good fight that day, in the end, you will succeed, and then you will get to this mental state where you're like, I need to work out, which I've never been like that before. I'm like, work out for what? Now I'm like, I need to work out because now I found balance, and now I know how much food intake, how much workout I have to do to, like, offset each other just to be able to maintain. And ultimately, I just want to be able to maintain my weight. I don't want to be the skinniest person. I don't want to be the fittest person. I just want to feel good for myself. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this commentary. I know we're done with 75 hard, but I'll see you sooner than later.